I used to be a travelling salesman, which meant I spent most of my life in two-star hotels. Well, one star, okay, that's fine. You know where you are. You get a nan in the other bed. You get a porn channel, which is normally 2 hours of a bloke with a mullet doing this. But you don't get that in the sort of hotel that I'm talking about, because you get a porn channel, which is normally 2 hours of a bloke with a mullet doing this. Bloke with a mullet. But you don't get that in the sort of hotel that I'm talking about, because you get a porn channel, which is normally 2 hours of a bloke with a mullet doing this. Bloke with a mullet doing this. Bloke with a mullet. All they care about is that you don't walk off with the cock, all right? And this, of course, is the sort of room you get, okay? There's usually tea and coffee making facilities, so you check there's some water in the kettle, plug it in, and have a brew, okay? Brew. Okay. But how do you know it was water? Hmm? How do you know a previous guest didn't come in it? I always do. Oh, come on, guys. Last thing you do before checking out, you set the alarm for 3:50 in the morning, in the trouser press, and then come in the kettle. And there we are. There's BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, and Channel 5. He's still at it! Then, of course, there's the jet engine in your bathroom. It's actually the porn channel, which is normally 2 hours of a bloke with a fan, which comes on when you turn on the light. Ready? But when you turn the light on, it stays on until dawn, or until you go next door and hit it with
Sing it if you know.
So, what do you do to while away the time? Well, let's be honest, shall we, okay? You're a man, you're alone, you're in a room. How long's it going to take? Well, don't. It's dangerous. These sheets are nylon, right? Which means that after a few minutes you'll be a pulsating mass of static electricity. And nylon makes you come, so you'll be all wet. You're a time bomb. Okay? You put 1 foot on the acrylan cup and poof! Okay, this amateur footage was taken just 10 minutes after sales rep Colin Welbeck checked into his room at the Polished Bishop Hotel in Hemel Hempstead. Let's just see what happens, okay? What do I get after 6 weeks of effing snowmobiles? A Volkswagen Beetle. Great. As in fantastic. You know, really, I derive as much pleasure from looking at that car as I do effing in it. Tall people of the world rejoice, because if I push this seat all the way back, I can't reach the pedals. And would you just look at the headroom? I could come in here. And then there's the details, these splashes of and the huge circular... It's even got a vase. A vase, for heaven's sake. VW has gone bonkers. It's also futuristic and it's so lovable. You don't know whether to drive it or hug it. You need a heart of steel, though, not to love it. I have to say, though, that for me it wasn't love at first sight. I mean, we must never forget who it was that created the Beetle in the first place.
Und zweitens, Sie wollten, Herr, kompromisslos die einzige Macht
gemacht in Deutschland.
He wanted to call it the strength through joy, but it became known simply as the strength through George, and the world went mad for it. When it comes to Britain, 12 months from now, prices will start at £4. It is therefore an expensive car. Lose the car, love. You'll get him back. Man. I think I may smoke the flower actually in a minute. I know there's children watching. Don't worry, I won't smoke you. I'm going to smoke you instead. Groovy. And how many cars are they exporting to Britain? 5. And already there's only 4 left because the first turbo that comes off the boat already has my on it. But you don't get that in the sort of hotel that I'm talking about, because you get a porn channel, which is normally 2 hours of this.